Hello again. Here's something that I'm a little bit confused at, and maybe you people can help by, submitting some responses. Anyway, the law says that you're innocent until proven guilty, but I don't think that's the case. I think the case is more like you're guilty until proven innocent. And in cases where, there's a charge brought against you and it's either dropped or you're found innocent or whatever, do you know that charge stays on your record and you have to make an effort to get rid of it and usually you have to pay to have it expunged? And this is not me just making stuff up, so it can't be erased, okay? When I was young, there was a situation where my sister, who was an alcoholic, and her boyfriend was an alcoholic as well. And my sister had polio, but she was a survivor of it. And, they had a relationship. And he beat on her lots of times. He beat on her to where he put her in the hospital. So one time, this is after her father passed away, she asked for his dog. I went to bring the dog over there. And when I did, he said something smart. When I walked back towards him, he stood up. I don't know if he swung at me or what, and a fight ensued. But he obviously attacked me first. And I guess I got the better of him. But I didn't want to press any charges against him because he was with my sister and they were drunk. So I figured, and I firmly believe in if you can take care of stuff on your own, take care of it on your own. You don't have to get the police or the courts involved. Um, but anyway, what happened was I didn't press charge against him. He pressed charge against me. They came, picked me up, arrested me. Okay. They did release me, ROR, on my own recognizance, and I went to court. And it just so happens that for him to appear in court, he had to be released from jail to be brought to court because, again, he had a physical altercation with somebody. But his mother worked for the township, so he had a little bit of leeway there. But anyway, when I went to court, it was thrown out, or just let go, whatever. This was in 1996. Okay, bring it to today. I'm applying for a job. I want to sell insurance. This came up from 1996. Even though it was dropped or whatever, it stayed on my record. Now I have to figure out how to get that off so that I can get employment. But more importantly, was the fact that number one, I was attacked and I defended myself. And number two, when it went to court, it was dropped or whatever. Nothing happened from it. I didn't get any fines or jail term. So where is the innocence until proven guilty? That stayed on my record is 20 something years. And now I have to deal with it because I'm trying to get a job or finally a decent job, I should say, that could support me and I can help take care of my kids. You know, there's something wrong with our legal system here. You're not innocent until proven guilty. I think it's more of you're guilty until you prove yourself innocent, number one. And number two, if there is something where you're arrested for something and the final outcome is you were found not guilty or the charges were dropped and nothing more becomes of it, why wouldn't that be taken off your record? Why would it stay on there? Especially for like 25 years, why would that stay on there? But you know what I found out? I'd get rid of it. But it's going to cost me money to get rid of it. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? So, anyways, there's a lot of things that, should be changed. I think the basic principles of, what our laws are good, but a lot of things have to be changed. So that's why I tell my kids, well, I have one son and two daughters. That's why I tell my son, when he gets pissed off, maybe he hears some of my stories, and I always tell him, don't do it. Don't retaliate. Don't do anything. It's almost like you have to say to somebody, if somebody attacks you, play dead, which is not fair. Because in today's time, it's if you protect yourself in an attack situation, but you just happen to get the better of the other person, you're going to be in trouble for it. Why is that? Why is that? Anyways, that was a little thing I'm just in my personal life I'm running through and I wanted to share here. So anybody out there, don't do anything. Stay away from any kind of a situation where you would get physically involved in something. I hate to say it, but run away. If you can, run away. Back in the day when I was a kid, what happened? You got in a fight with somebody, even in school, they would try to find out who started it. Because usually it was a bully. And then, because that bully got in trouble and you didn't because you got the best of whatever, it would kind of quell that bully and change them. Now it just doesn't happen that way. It's not fair. If an altercation starts between two people, what should be very important is who started it. Because at some point, if you're in an altercation, if it's physical, you have to defend yourself because you never know what could happen to you in today's day and age. So you have to defend yourself. They should go back to, the way it was, or at least try to find out a little more about the situation and what happened, rather than just say, okay, there was two people involved in this, they're both equally guilty, and we'll go from there. No, because if it wasn't for that one person that started it, it would have never happened. So, anyway, run away, try to stay out of those situations until things change. That's it. My personal stuff. I was a little shocked when it happened. I got an aggravated assault with intent to do bodily harm from 25 years ago, stopped me from doing a job. On a guy that beat up my sister and put her in a hospital several times, and then attacked me, and I defended myself, but I got the better of him. I don't think that's right. Anyway, so it's just something I wanted to share. All right. Have a good day.